About 2 weeks ago, the topic of illegal immigration was brought back to the forefront of our national discussion after the state of Arizona passed a law to confront illegal immigration in their state. Illegal immigration is a growing problem all across the United States that must be dealt with. Without focusing on Arizona and the law that they passed, I want to focus on the problem of illegal immigration as a whole in the United States that's relevant to all of us. First, I will discuss illegal immigration. Second, why it's a problem. And third, what the main solution is to confronting that problem. Well, what is illegal immigration? To know what illegal immigration is, we first have to know the process of legal immigration. According to the Department of Homeland Security, regarding U.S. citizenship and immigration services, to become a legal immigrant, you have to do one of two things. Either apply for a green card for either permanent residence, or if you want to work temporarily, a visa, and a work visa, and if you want to be, and these things, they take time. So sometimes that's why people prefer not to do it the legal way. For example, my dad applied for one of his relatives to get a green card, and it took somewhere between 9 to 10 years. It was a really long time. Barry Chiswick, the writer for the Journal of Economic Perspectives, describes what it means to be a legal immigrant this way. Illegal aliens are foreign-born persons whose mere presence in the United States is a violation of the law or have violated a condition of lawful entry. Their primary way of entering into the country is by evading immigration services and entering through an illegal access point. Most either work in violation of student or tourist visa that they get and overstay that visa. Legal immigrants come from all across the world, but today most of the illegal immigrants coming into the country are coming from the southwestern border, the border between USA and Mexico. According to an article I read in the Los Angeles Times, approximately 10.8 million illegal immigrants reside in the United States today, and that number grows by about 1,000 every day. Why is this a problem? Here are some reasons. Illegal immigration affects legal immigrants with respect to jobs, healthcare, and crime. Well, with regard to jobs, right? Jobs that are given to illegal immigrants are jobs that legal immigrants are not getting, because with illegal immigration, employers can hire illegal immigrants for less because they're willing to work for less. And if they hire the legal immigrants, they'll have to pay more to hire them. With healthcare, many of the illegal immigrants coming from Mexico, they're not as well to do, so when they get sick, they end up going into our healthcare system and not having the money to pay for it, and that comes out of all of our pockets with our taxes. And right now, the border between USA and Mexico, they're battling a big problem of crime and criminals and drugs and all that stuff. So sometimes when they come across the border, they bring those drugs and everything, and that creates a problem, and crime that creates a problem with border like states like Arizona and California. These are the results of the problem, but the real cause of the problem is the federal government's inability to deal with this and to take meaningful action to resolve the problem. Even when the federal government attempts to deal with the problem, it doesn't actually solve it. In 1990, the Congress passed the Immigration Act of 1990. In 1996, they passed Illegal Immigration Reform and Immigration Responsibility Act of 1996. These laws helped to increase legal immigration, even increase Border Patrol agents, but they didn't actually stop the flow of illegal immigration. Here's the real solution. It may seem obvious, I know, but the real solution is to close and secure the border between Canada and Mexico, especially the southwestern border between the United States and Mexico, which is the main source of illegal flow. If that means building a wall across the whole border, doubling the amount of Border Patrol agents, increasing their benefits and salary, we should do that. I know it seems obvious, but for various politically motivated reasons, both the federal government under both the Republican and Democrat administrations have not seriously addressed the problem. Only after this will any other steps to immigration reform such as illegal immigration and employment, health coverage for them, and complex issues be meaningful. This is also a matter of national security. Some opposed to this might say that that's not the only way illegal immigrants access the country to come by boat, by ship, but yes, building a wall and making sure the whole border is secure will greatly reduce the flow. So in conclusion, illegal immigration is coming to the country by illegal entry without proper documentation. It's a problem because it affects legal immigrants, and the problem persists because the borders are unsecured, and the borders are unsecured because the federal government hasn't taken the necessary action. Living in a nation with unsecured borders is like leaving your house with the door open. It's not good. So we should definitely fix that.